Hey everybody, Tom Barnes, stories from the 78 here in Lincoln Park at SPF. It's a pickleball place right smack dab in Lincoln Park, right off of Clybourn. Free parking. Used to be the old Treasure Island in Lincoln Park, and if you know where that is, then you know exactly where I'm talking about. This just opened up earlier this year, and as you can see, Rich, the owner, struck gold because it's a busy place here right in the middle of the afternoon, and it's been busy ever since it opened. I'm going to talk to Rich now about how it got started and what it has to offer for this story from the 78. All right, so since January, pickleball's been happening here at SPF, and I'm here with my friend Rich. How you doing, Rich?
Hey, Tom. Thanks for coming by.
Absolutely. So you're the owner of this place, and it kind of happened. We were talking off camera before. You weren't into the pickleball business until you had to move to Chicago for something else, and a house happened to open up, and you're like, what's this place, and what can I turn it into?
Yeah, I mean, we love pickleball. We lived in the Outer Banks before this and played a lot with our family. And when the space became available, essentially right behind our house, we were like, what's the best way to activate it, bring people together? And we had seen some pickleball concepts, and we're like, there's a really cool way to do this in this community that fits in with the community in the city of Chicago, and that's what we hope we brought to life here.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have picked a better spot, really. Like, you're in the Lincoln Park neighborhood of Chicago, which, I mean, pickleball is like king in this neighborhood. So obviously, we're here on a Friday early afternoon, and it's packed. It's super busy. So well done on the location.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, since we've opened, there's never been a moment from 6 to 11 at night where pickleball hasn't been being played. It's been great to see people use the facility kind of how we visioned.
And how many courts do you have here?
So we have 8 courts now that we opened in January, and we have a 9th on the way. Where we have 3 construction projects that are happening over the course of the year. We're adding a 9th court, a bocce area, a fun interactive game room that people can use for like corporate offsites or kids' birthday parties. We're adding a food concept here with our friends at Honey Butter Fried Chicken.
Ah, very cool. And another Chicago staple.
Yeah, and then we also have like a members lounge that we're building and hopefully getting all that done this year.
So things are going well for you.
Yeah, things are going really well. And it's been like a great platform, to your point, about highlighting great Chicago businesses. And I think we've brought Kikwetu Coffee. You can come and get their coffee every day of the week. It's a great brand. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's largely in like farmers markets across the city, and this is their first kind of permanent location that we were able to bring to people, and it's been great to see the feedback there as well.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, and it's such a fun atmosphere. It's really airy in here. For folks that might not know, this used to be the old Treasure Island,
yeah.
Right? And then it went through a change or two, and now it is your place here. Active, busy, lots of things to go on besides pickleball. You're talking about the things that are coming up, but there's there's bags, games, and everything else.
Exactly.
Right now.
I think it really is a perfect place for families to come in and like experience like lots of other things other than pickleball.
I know. Look at it.
You hear the noise right now.
Yeah, there's a big game going on right over here.
That wasn't a setup.
No, not at all. We're just going
there's cornhole, there's pop-a-shot, there's air hockey. Foosball, shuffle, like table shuffleboard. There's just lots of opportunities to come together with the people you love and have fun, and that's really what this whole thing's been about.
Right, so definitely a place for families to hang out as well as your pals after work, or taking an early Friday afternoon, right?
Yeah, exactly. We right now March Madness is going on, and I think people realize like, wait, this is a great place to watch games while like not being in a sports bar-y environment.
Yeah.
And like we had a great crowd out for March Madness, and with that tournament going on both on the women's and men's side, it's cool to see that excitement too.
Right, and you have a bar, you have food, the whole thing, right?
So we have two bars on site, and actually a soft-pour beer tap wall as well that's coming. And then, our food, again, with our friends from Honey Butter Fried Chicken, we created an all-day eatery menu. It features great hot sandwiches, salads, a duck grilled cheese. That's fantastic. And we're, putting out a really, really good product for people to enjoy here, whether they're here for pickleball or not.
And as far as coming in, is it walk-ins? Do you recommend reservations? What's the best way for people to make sure they have a court?
Yeah, reserve a court either on our website or on our app, SPF, Pickleball. Is the best way to kind of reserve a court, but feel free to come in and play one of the other games. We are having a drop-in court so that you can come in and just have a court. That's something that we're working on doing because reservations have been so tough to come by here in the early days,
Sure.
Especially during those weeknight and weekend hours.
And for folks who are not familiar with how to play pickleball, their staff would be able to help them out
Yeah.
just to make sure they got the rules right, because you don't want people making up their own rules.
Yeah,
That's never a good thing.
Yeah, we have staff that's well trained in the sport, as well as coaches that'll get you started. So yeah, we're a facility that really caters from the beginner player all the way to the advanced player. It is a sport that is easy to pick up the kind of the basics in, but there's lots of opportunity to grow and learn the strategy behind. And I think we're trying to cater to that whole player from beginning to more advanced. We do intro to open play. So like one of the cool aspects about pickleball is much like a pickup basketball game. You can show up, like what's happening behind me is 6 different strangers who come together to play. They didn't reserve the court. They came, signed up individually and met new friends. And we've seen great relationships start from that as well. And so like if you're interested in that style of play, we're doing intro to open plays where we teach you the basics, the rules, so that you can come in and meet new people. And at the end of the day, we're social pickleball and fun, and we're trying to create that atmosphere where people are coming together, socializing, being able to meet new people.
Yeah, it looks great. I can't wait to get started. Families coming in. We're going to spend our last of our spring break here.
Fantastic.
I appreciate
Thank
it
you
very much, Rich, for your time. A website one more time?
PlaySPF.com. And
Awesome.
follow us on Instagram at PlaySPF as well.
I appreciate it, and congratulations. Can't wait to see what you guys do for the rest of the year when you open up all the rest of the
Thank you, Tom.
activations.
Really appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
All right, that's the story here in Lincoln Park. Tom Barnes, Chicago at gmail.com. If you have a story from the 78 suggestion, or head over to the website storiesfromthe78.com. Check out SPF here in Lincoln Park. All things pickleball all year long.